T, number 11.
Yeah, a lot of cars involved. There's Allie Owens, she's got 12 cars involved. There's Landon Castles, 88. Mark Davis, the 8. Both involved in this incident. There's Ken Butler, the 3rd, right there. A lot of damage to that Aaron's Dream machine.
Well, but we see him getting ready to get out, so that's what we want to see.
Yeah, good stuff.
Boy, you know, you hate to see the big wreck, and you sure hate to see it when it was a mechanical something. You know, I mean, a piece of debris. All of a sudden, a tire gets cut, and everybody's wrecking.
Yeah, Ken Butler jumping out of that car had a little bit of flame there. You see him shaking his hands.
Yeah, he took his gloves off. I don't know if I would have been pulling my gloves off until I got out of that vehicle.
Well, he was probably took his gloves off to help himself get out. You kind of know where the flames are.
There's Brian Silas, the Shell Rotella T car. He was involved. He had a flat tire earlier, came back out on the racetrack, and then was running with that lead pack, trying to be in a position to get the Aaron's lucky dog if the caution were to come out. And unfortunately, he was involved in this huge accident.
Involved in the wrong pack at the wrong time. Let's take another look.
Brian Scott, that white car, about 6/7 back, he blows a rear tire, goes up the racetrack, catches Ken Butler, makes hard contact. Brian Silas makes hard contact. The 4 of Taylor Malsom also involved. That red and white car down on the bottom of the racetrack. A.J. Hendrickson, the 7, involved. Mark Davis, the 8. There's another view. Watch the white car left of your screen.
All of a sudden.
That's right in front of Justin Allgaier. Barely got by, as well as Joe Logano. Ken Butler nowhere to go. Eddie Mercer drives to the bottom of the racetrack. Brian Silas, Taylor Malsom make some contact. Michael Phelps in the 45 was involved.
Tell you what I really want to do. I want to give an attaboy to a bunch of the guys that were behind the wreck. A lot of them never had a chance of missing it.
Yeah,
a lot of them checked up and didn't drive in there. I mean, they really did a good job.
Yeah,
all these guys really had nowhere to go. No reaction time, anything when that tire went down. See the fire there on Ken Butler's car, Aaron's Dream Machine. A lot of damage to that car.
There's another glance. Again, it's the white, the 25.
Yeah, the right rear tire goes. Justin Allgaier just barely gets by. Joey Logano barely gets by. Hard contact with a lot of these cars.
Right along. This is Brian Silas.
Ooh, there's a contact with Taylor Malson, then hard contact with the outside wall.
Now, we heard Brian Silas get out of the gas. He knew something was happening in front of him. And then some guys behind him didn't get out of the gas, thinking they could probably drive through it.
There's Matt Carter. This is going to be a good look. And you see Matt already slowing down on the brakes. You see the 90.
Yep. Gabby
DiCarlo makes contact with another. You see all the debris on the racetrack. Matt just slowing down, picking his way through the debris as best he can in the cars, and no damage to that 46 car. Good heads-up driving, like you said, Kenny.
Right, and it's just a matter of who's behind you and how close they are, because when you just check up here, if you just check up instantly, there's a good chance you're going to get punted. I mean, you know, you got to have time to get your arm up, and hopefully their spotters are on top of it, and they're driving far enough ahead that they also see the activity up there. You got to look way up there, because at 200 mile an hour, we're traveling a football field a second.
Right.
So, you know, when you get there